Hey guys, before I start, I just wanted to give a shout out to Adrian1234 for requesting this video. I'd also like to give a quick shout out to Kate ASMR. I had a hard time fitting the full name in there, but obviously that's Kate ASMR. Basically, I'm just gonna chew and chat, I guess, while you watch me mess around with the shark game again. So again, this is a little Arctic one with a giant great white, basically eating the Eskimos and birds and things. I hope you guys have been doing well. I have been under a lot of stress lately. I think I'll start whispering for you. I've been under a lot of stress. And this channel, well, not a weight loss channel, I had made basically so that I could do ASMR, like the normal kind. And then, when I would do a mukbang or an ASMR eating video, the idea was that I was going to do low carb eating, because I'm trying to do more of a low carb keto approach, hence the name Ketone ASMR. But lately, because of the stress, I keep forgetting to whisper. I've fallen off the bandwagon, as you can see in some of my videos, like the pizza video, the sushi video, the sandwich video, the McDonald's video. And while it was fun eating it at the time, and it was fun eating what you see other ASMR eaters or mukbangers eat, it just really has been having an effect on how I feel. So I'm getting back on the low carb bandwagon. I'll make a different video about that. Other than that, really that's all that's going on. I think that I think I'm gonna make a video where I just post like kind of like a slideshow of pictures. Like, I lived in Guam for 4 years straight, so I thought I could find a ton of pictures and narrate like this and talk about them. So I think I'll make a video like that. I also have a couple videos of myself, let's see, dressed up for Halloween in Salem. When I was living back home in Maine for a couple years, we would go to, let's see, I think 3 times we went to Salem, Massachusetts for Halloween. And it was so much fun. And each time I made my own costume. Of course, every single time it was a Doctor Who costume, but I still made my own costume. So, yeah. One year, the first year, I wasn't even gonna dress up. But very last minute, I found a big box and I cut a hole in the top of it. And then I made holes for arms. Punched out the bottom. And I painted it to look as much like I could as the TARDIS. And I wore Matt Smith's Dr. 11. I wore his fez on my head. So I was the TARDIS. And even though it was just this box that I painted, like, I had so many people stop and ask to take pictures of me. Even though I felt incredibly fat and uncomfortable. And I even found a Doctor Who number 9 who wanted a picture with me. I'll have to find that. And my mom, who doesn't know anything about Doctor Who, thought that he was Pee Wee Herman. And then another year, I took a red LuLaRoe, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, dress. And I kind of taped, sewed, whatever you'd want to try and call that, a hula hoop in the bottom so that it bowed out. And I glued little styrofoam balls on it that I painted black. And I made myself a Dalek. And I bought a blinking headset. Not headset. Blinking headband. And, no, I'm sorry. A blinking headpiece. There we go. From Etsy that someone specifically made to look like the little thing that sticks out of the Daleks that they exterminate with. And then the next year, I was a Dalek inside of a TARDIS box. So it's so much fun walking around Salem on Halloween and probably the weeks leading up to Halloween. There's so many people in costume. It's kind of, for me, who's never been to a Comic-Con and probably will never be able to afford to go to one, it was like a poor man's Comic-Con to me. I would love to go to a convention, but I could probably never afford one, and it makes me anxious, like all the people that would be there and all that money you would spend trying to see who you want to see and maybe not be able to see them. So, yeah. So, I really enjoy not only making my own costume, but basically people watching. I mean, I saw so many, like, realistic looking Freddy Kruegers, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers. Obviously there's a lot of people dressed up like witches. You know, you can go to the Salem Witch Museum that's right there. They have the Wax Museum too, although I wouldn't recommend wasting your money on that one. They really need an upgrade. There was two really cool Beetlejuices last year. Not last year, the year before, sorry. There was a drag queen Beetlejuice. It was amazing. And then there was a guy that sounded just like Beetlejuice. And his costume was on point. And he was walking around basically joking around with people, clowning on him and stuff. Oh yeah, speaking of there's tons of those there too. Not just it, but all kinds of creepy looking clowns. Let's see. There's a lot of those T-Rex costumes that people get in, but there was a guy last year that was dressed up like, not last year, sorry, the year before, was dressed up like Sweetums from the Muppets. And that was like the coolest thing to me ever. I have a picture somewhere, I'll have to try and find it. And you can go on like trolley tours where they tell you about like weird things that have happened in Salem or just Salem history. So it's a lot of fun, and people of all ages go. And down a specific street they have trick-or-treating that you can do, and you walk down around a corner and there's a bunch of pirates that give out like gold coin, obviously not real, but it's really cool. And I always recommend going into the Salem Witch Museum because I definitely think even today, like almost especially today, we still need a reminder that we are still using a mob mentality to crucify people. That whole innocent until proven guilty thing is still not really a thing. All you have to do is get on Facebook. All you have to do is watch the news. If a couple people say that someone did something, whether they did it or not, because you saw it on the news, because you saw it on Facebook, so many people jump on the bandwagon of hate and assume that someone did something, whether they did it or not. And there are still people that are literally being convicted of crimes they didn't do with hearsay evidence. The thought that somebody's words, whether they're true or not, can change someone's life still that badly is scary. Like, we've learned nothing from the Salem witch trial. We live in like such a mob mentality. It's scary. Just reading your Facebook can be really scary. I have seen so many people input their nasty opinion on things, and they don't even know if it's true.